into the red corner, welcome Phillips.
Okay, now you're speaking my language. He's came out old school style.
A fan of the gi, are you?
Of course, he's probably a fan of your uncle Hanshi, and that's why he's came out to show the proper respect, which I don't mind to tell you that I like that.
And Hanato, IBJJ rules out the window. Heel hooks are allowed.
Well, I didn't sanction that, but look, yeah, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so now, yeah, obviously we see what this gentleman is representing and what his base. My money is on this kid now. Except for if the Canadian kid wins, then you know, I'm gonna say to him afterwards, I knew you were gonna do it, kid.
I feel like somebody that picks a horse in a horse race because of the jockey's self, the color of the self, or the horse's name. He wears the gi, and so now he's your choice or not, though?
Hey, Hanshi works in mysterious ways, Paul.
Fair enough. Phillips, though, does come in with one knockout victory under his belt. I guess his black belt there, Jonathan.
And it was in
his
Okay, African-American belt.
His pro debut was held here. I believe we called that fight. It was a very impressive knockout win. And it's kind of concerning, you know, he's showing a little bit of different versatility here. He's coming out with the gi now. So is he going to take this fight to the ground? He's not going to showcase those hands that popped so many flashballs last time he was here.
We shall see. We shall see. The Canadian kid almost looked like a little version, a smaller version of Corey McDonald, but with maybe slightly better skin and complexion.
Looks like he's got his pockets turned out for you, Hanshi.
I hope that's not for me.
Oh, it's his first professional fight. He's looking to line those pockets with a victory.
And that's for some of the ladies out here, and maybe also some of the gentlemen that's over the hill over there. And the always sensational looking Michael Bell is in there. What a treat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Phillips.
Fighters take the cage. Let's set the stage for our second big fight of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, this evening, Lights Out Promotions in association with Bash Entertainment and Circle of Brawlers present to you 3 rounds of MMA at 141 pounds. This fight is sponsored by Dream Team Holdings. First in the blue corner, wearing black and red. He weighed in at 141 pounds. He stands 5'10". Direct from Ottawa, Ontario, and fighting for N1 Thai Boxing Academy. His record, 2-1. Ladies and gentlemen, he's making his professional MMA debut with us here tonight. Introducing the Shredder, PJ Ste-Marie. And in the red corner, wearing white, and at a weight of 135.5 pounds, he stands 5'8". He's originally from Temecula, California, now fighting out of MMA Land, Arizona. He is 1-0 as a pro. Let's welcome Kyle Matrix Phillips. Your referee for tonight's fight, Michael Bell.
Fight scheduled for 3 rounds. Here we go. PJ Ste-Marie in the red, taking on Phillips in the black and white.
Ste-Marie getting loose over there.
Expect to maybe see some kickboxing exploits by Ste-Marie. Both guys throwing in the early going.
Almost looked like a little eye poke there, but maybe not.
Nice outside trip by Phillips.
Right off the bat.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Well, he didn't wear that gi in vain, did he?
No, he didn't.
Hanshi, is that left arm of Ste-Marie in trouble right now?
No.
No? Okay.
Not yet. Right now he's looking to pass.
Oh.
Okay, he's
nice, sharp right hands.
He's content to let him him up now.
Looks to stand, was trying to pass that half guard. Now both fighters back to their feet.
What?
Oh.
He's lucky he missed his face on that one.
I think that was a slip there by
Ste-Marie.
Yeah,
there was nothing connect there. I think he's content to stay in half guard here and maybe throw down some bombs on him for a second before he maybe, you know, I think he want to tenderize him before he actually go for a submission.
Maybe some early butterflies for Ste-Marie making his professional debut as Kyler Phillips tries to go to work with the ground and pound and now striking on the ground. Going to try to force the stand-up again, it would seem, Hanato.
Yeah, well, he's trying to tenderize him a little bit when he can. I'm not sure what his... Yeah, there you go. I'm not sure what his game plan, because it's like he wants to hack up the checkdowns, but then he's letting the guy up.
Now, Jonathan, Kyler Phillips did score a takedown
nice.
early on, but wants to make this a standing affair, it would seem, as the official calls for a timeout.
Yeah, it looked like there was a poke there.
You know, I almost saw one of those in the first. He's measuring with that hand, and he's used to. He probably come from a Thai background. He's measuring with those fingers. But you know, this ain't the Three Stooges here, okay, Poha? Anybody's gonna poke anybody in the eyes, it's gonna be me poking you guys over here.
All right, I'm going to keep my distance.
Yeah, and I'm the Mo of the crew over here, just so you know. I'm Mo Howard.
Doctor going to take a look at this. Incidental eye poke.
He was actually connecting on the jab when it happened.
He has 5 minutes, no?
Yeah, he's got 5 minutes.
Okay, good. Maybe this is gonna give, you know, Ste-Marie, you know, a chance to relax, you know, and get his bearings here. I know he didn't mean it. There was no animosity there.
You're right, though. Kyler Phillips did have a lot of momentum in the early going, so a kind of second lease on life here, perhaps, for Ste-Marie, but more aggression out of Phillips, who is just bull rushing, spinning back fist attempt.
Fighting with a lot of emotion right now, which can be good, and then it also can make you to slip on a banana peel in there.
Attempt at the throw there by Ste-Marie. Could not come up with the takedown.
One of the things I noticed when they're exchanging in the stand-up, Ste-Marie he keeps his hands beneath his chin, and that enables Kyler Phillips to tee off on the head.
That's some of that experience.
Nice single leg pick there by Kyler Phillips. Scores the takedown.
Yeah, that was the hard stuff to do. You know, you never want to give up your position like that. Let's see what Kyler can come up with here from side control.
Ooh, nice elbow.
Kyler Phillips working out his side control here. What does he have in mind?
I don't see him setting up a submission. I think he's content to hit him with some elbows down here, and then to let him up again.
PJ Ste-Marie, gentlemen, has been fighting on the defensive the entire time. He's just trying to weather the storm.
I feel like Kyler is letting him off the hook every time he's let him up here.
Hanach, is he letting him up, or is he letting him think he can get up?
You know, I don't know, man. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Philosophy guy over here.
And then if you're the judges, how much stock do you put into those takedowns? Because he's really not doing anything with him once he gets him on the ground.
I don't know what kind of stock, but to me it looks a little bit like beef stock right now. They got a beef chusao.
You ever think of having a cooking show, Hanato?
You know, I have, and I've been approached by the Food Network, and we're working on something right now.
Brazilian steakhouse gimmick, you know, with the sword and the meat and all
I'm going to provide a lot of Brazilian sausage, too, on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're going to leave it right there.
You better believe it. Okay, now we're cooking.
We're still on the cooking topic.
Okay, now this is the beginning to the end. The worst thing for Ste-Marie to do right now would be to turn flat on his belly. He needs to turn into him, get half guard. But yeah, see, this is the exact trap. He's going to get flat now.
Hooks are in.
Yeah, this is no good here. Oh, very nice roll. Okay, man. He's trying to really impress your Uncle Hanach because now he's putting him to a... Okay, very nice. That was a calf slicer. That's, you know, this guy must be studying some Eddie Bravo tapes because that was very slick the way he went to that and got him into they call that the truck position.
Kyler Phillips scores another big win, adding a submission victory to his knockout previous win. Well done. Got him on the mat.
Very nice and a very ballsy move because he gave up his position for a kind of exotic, flashy submission. which is very, very interesting. And I was about to say, man, I don't know if that was a good choice, but now, hey, it's looking good right now to me.
Total control, though, Jonathan King, by Kyler Phillips, because he's taking him down, letting him stand back up, but in the end, then, interesting enough, Phillips decides to finish him with submission. Showed some great striking on the ground as well.
Yeah, I mean, very well-rounded. Really impressed by this kid. I think he's trying to make a statement, perhaps trying to throw his name in the title mix at 135.
Very nice on the feet and very nice on the ground. And, you know, the irony is that he came out in the gi traditional, but what he was used to finish was very non-traditional Mexican-American Eddie Bravo planet jiu-jitsu type of stuff.
He's also one of the Iridium Sports Agency's fighters, and you know, to me, that whenever you see that logo on a pair of shorts, you know that people are high on this kid.
Hey, look, what do you got, a piece of the pie over there?
No, they're known for taking on the top prospects in the game. So
okay, you got one of the top prospects right here. So
let's make this thing official. Yeah, it wasn't mission control, but he was in control the entire fight. Take it away, Chris Gregory.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for these fighters. Let's hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, this fight comes to an end. 4 minutes, 37 seconds of round one. We have a tap out due to a calf slicer. Your winner in the red corner, Kyler Phillips. Also a round of applause for his opponent, PJ Ste-Marie.
Sportsmanship there, PJ Ste-Marie, a tough draw in his pro debut.
Oh, yeah.
Impressive victory there by Phillips.
yeah, and you know, this young kid from Canada, Ste-Marie, he has nothing to be ashamed of because, man, that was a tough opponent. He got his feet wet in there. You know, a lot of guys ain't gonna be good. You know, a lot of the guys ain't gonna be as good as as Kyler. And it's nice just to get a guy like that out of the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a round of applause for your winner, Kyler Phillips.
All right, great win there by Phillips. Standing by now, our broadcast colleague in the interview position. Take it away, Eddie Firth.
we don't hear it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kyler Phillips like to say a few words to his crew. Kyler, say a few words to your crew. Here you go.
Hey, I love you guys. Everybody who's here. We sold over 100 tickets. Thank you guys. This is a great show. You guys are all wonderful. I want to thank every single one of my sponsors. You guys are wonderful. Everybody that came out here from across the world, all the way from Guam. Now I'm going to Guam. Thank you, HPP. I'm going to Guam. You know, Coach Nico, MMA Lab, you're the best team on earth. Coach, Jiu-Jitsu. Gilbert, my parents, my mom. Everybody, I love you. And this is a great organization. Everybody come back. It's wonderful. Everybody at home watching TV.